I wanted to make a brief video on some advice on how to survive the future as a young man. What I mean by surviving is finding a means of income, and that means of income is stable for you to survive at least 10 to 15 years. As you are witnessing, AI is taking over the world and it has infiltrated almost every job sector. Um, and so much so that many people are losing their jobs to AI. And those who are not losing their jobs are being replaced by third world countries, and their jobs are being outsourced by cheaper labor. And so what you can do is believe in a skill which you think will not be replaced by AI anytime soon. One example that comes to my mind is being in the police force. Now, it's not impossible for AI to completely take over the police force, but I don't see it happening within the few years ahead. And so if you're a young man, a good example would be being a police officer, because ethics is still something that is in the hands of humans, morality and judging, an ethical situation. Um, we never know how advanced AI does get, and maybe, jobs like the police force are also replaced by robots and artificial intelligence. Um, I know a lot of people who are jobless because AI is taking over their job, or they have less work because of AI. Now, it can be a good thing, but if it's replacing you, um, then it's a bad thing. So if you're young, if you're under 20, if you're under 30, so you still have time to focus on not being replaced in society. Um, all IT jobs might disappear within the future. Only high-level experienced people may survive in that job sector. Um, Agriculture, already, it's very monopolized. Social media influencer, roughly 50% of all social media influencers and content creators make about 15,000 a year. It could be a good side hustle, but it is not a means of income. Software development, software engineering, cloud computing, all these things are being taken over. Even doctors these days, in this day and age, they just put your symptoms in the computer, and the computer tells you what medicine is to be prescribed, or what possible disease you have. And so, yeah, the future is very uncertain. AI is faster, is smarter. It doesn't need to be paid. It doesn't get sick. And so if you're a young person, if you're a young man or woman, I think the number one goal you should focus on is not being replaced in society by AI and not being rendered useless. Um, One job sector which you could also look is the job sector of theology and spiritual job sector, such as churches or being an imam. But then again, religion is declining all around the world, the West especially, and you gotta think hard, think every day, um, whether the path which you have chosen is it going to be there in a few years or not. Um, and so as your purchasing power decreases while the prices of all things go high, the middle class will soon disappear. There's only going to be poor people and rich people. And so it's up to you really, really, really to break out of the matrix. And if you want to survive, basically you have to be important enough in society not to be replaced. The world is coming to a scenario where there might be a basic universal income. Already in many European countries, you get support from the government, a monthly support, and many people are living on that. Um, Basically, in the future, you might be rendered as useless, and you might be stuck on that basic universal income, and your money's monitored. You're basically a useless slave, um, and they have to keep you alive because of human rights. But recently, after the China medicine, um, some people are already not being kept alive. Your lifespan might be shortened. So yeah, think fast, think hard, um, and build your focus. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you don't get replaced by AI.